What map would you like to see tips and tricks and flashes on? And it's gonna be, I've done Dust 2 kinda already, so I'll do Inferno, I'll do Nuke, I'll do Train, I'll do Nuke, Inferno, Train, Cache, Nuke, Train, Cache. Yeah, great pull, sure, that's good enough. Alright, I'll put that in chat. While you guys do that, I'm just gonna run a quick 2-minute commercial, and I'm gonna go take a piss and put the kettle on and get myself a bowl of cereal. So go ahead and vote, and I'll be back in a sec.
Going Dutch. To many, it means sharing the bill. But in some places, it means sharing the win. Sharing the stories. Sharing the memories. Come share in the warmth and wonder of Holland, where going Dutch doesn't require a passport. And savoring the best of life is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Alright, what's going on with this? Inferno wins 58 votes. Inferno's first. Okay. Of course I piss in the sink. Where else am I gonna piss? Where do you guys piss? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. In chat, type what you want to see. I'm just gonna get a bunch of ideas and then try to go over as much as I can. The game score is 4-6, so we got some time. Got at least 10 minutes, I figure. B-takes, smokes, banana defense, flashes, penis, flashes, flashes where? Smokes where? Smokes from mid to A. Smokes. How the fuck did you play T-side on the shit map? Bomb site takes, please. How to take apartment from T-side, A-side defense, B smokes. So a lot of people are saying B smokes, how to take B, and flashes and shit like that. So I'll try to do that first. I'm just gonna take the music off. Okay. So smokes for taking B. There's a whole lot of things that you can do for taking B site. There's different types of strategies that you can do. So one of the strategies is like the most basic one. Smoke CT spawn off. That's one rotation spot, and smoke off coils over here. So doing this, you're basically locking down the two rotation points for the counter-terrorists. The counter-terrorists, when they rotate from the other bomb site, they have to come through one of those two choke points to get into the site and help their teammates out. That's why smoking this is very good, because that allows you to kind of isolate it. It means you don't have to focus on those points, you just focus on clearing anyone in the site out, and then you can plant the bomb safely. So in order to get smokes like this, the one I find most convenient is coming to logs, and then where you see this chimney, you'll just aim in the sky, and then click, boom. That's going to be like 100% for banana. It'll never miss. It'll always land. So that's pretty easy. For coil smoke, I've been throwing one like this. I'm going to try aiming a little bit higher and seeing if that is a bit better. Yeah. So that's basically what you want to get for your coil smoke. You do have to kind of worry about someone jumping on here, but I mean, if they're jumping up there, they're pretty much a free kill anywhere you go. But once you clear that out, you can just get in here easy, and it's pretty much a guaranteed round. The way I was doing it before is throwing it at this angle, where there's no gap here, but there's a gap here. People come out to this angle, so you just have to be worried about that. But if you can find a coil smoke that's like more perfect than that, then by all means, I mean, that's still gonna work for you. I could probably just find one right now. So this hits the thing. If we don't want to hit the thing, we'd aim it probably like this, unless that goes too deep. Yeah, it's too deep. You don't really want it to go that far because I mean, that's not too bad of a location if you get it there, but whichever way you have to get the smoke down, that's pretty much what you want to do. In terms of smokes, and if you guys were watching what I did on Dust 2, the flashes, sorry, in terms of flashes, the flashes you want to throw want to go into the eyes of the enemy. So if the enemies are playing like, you know, behind this tri-box, or peeking from emo, or playing in the fountain type of thing, or even playing if they're playing from like second oranges from here, or first oranges like this. Flashes that are just like exploding up here on the roof, or going deep like over here or something, or over here, these aren't going to do shit. Like these flashes, they're going to do fuck all. So people who just come in and start whipping flashes like this, that's literally doing nothing. It's doing nothing for your team at all. They're just going up here. What's this going to do? Anyone who's playing from here, not going to get blind. Anyone playing here, not blind. Anyone who's playing from here, not blind. Anyone who's playing from here, not blind. Anyone who's playing from here, not blind. So you got to find flashes that's actually going to get people who are kind of facing you. So as a terrorist, you're coming in from this main area right here, which means that the counter-terrorists have their eyes pointed at this location. So what's good? If they're from site side, anyone who's peeking this location, the flash going behind you is going to work. So you want to get flashes that go on the roof, for example. So a flash that goes bang right up here, that's a good flash, because any counter terrorists who are peeking you from, let's say, Tri-Box, from Fountain, from back here, from Oranges, who's peeking at like this angle, that's going to get them. And while that's happening, you're running in basically completely unaffected because it's above you, it's behind the roof, whatever. You can run in like this, you can run in under the awning. It's not going to get you. So those are the types of flashes that you're going to want to do. I'm using no clip to fly around. Why aren't you listed on iBuyPower's roster anymore? I guess they removed me, dude. I don't know. Shame. So flashes that go on there are pretty good. Other flashes that you probably want to use is, let's say the enemy's got you smoked out here, and you're doing an execute where you're throwing the smokes at choke points, but you're low on time, so you have to push through a smoke. It's basically inevitable. You have to push through. Anyone who's playing here is going to see a flash going on the roof. They're going to turn, they're going to look back, and they're going to be unblind. So you want to have a flash that kind of, you can call it a setup flash, or pop flash of smoke. Basically a flash that's going in the smoke, so the enemy is basically looking at it. They're waiting for you to come through the smoke. Something that they can't really hear or see to turn away from. So you can throw some from like back here, for example, where it's just bounced and then it pops, and it's like right in the middle, and it's going to get anyone. So if there's a smoke here, that's going to affect them. You can do other ones that go like in the air, like this or something. They'll get someone who's like close in the smoke. Basically, you want to figure out how the enemy's playing, and then you want to figure out how to flash them off to push them back, so you can push through the smoke. And then as you're going through the smoke, you want flashes going up here, so you can just push in and kill them as they're looking into the flash in full blind, and then you just push them right into the spots. Using the same flashes will always apply. You can do another strat where you basically go for a plant in the smoke. This is very popular in Europe, like teams like Fnatic and Virtus.pro. They run the strat all the time, and basically they'll smoke off the site, and they'll smoke deep in CT spawn. They'll take control of like construction and wrap into garden, and they'll have a guy come here and plant in the smoke with flashes just going off in the air. To do something like that, I think the smoke from here is just like this. So that's one of the smokes. A smoke for the site is like this, and the last smoke you're looking for would be like this. So that's how you are going to set it up. And that's going to basically give you cover so that anyone who's playing inside in oranges, back here, like no one's going to be able to see shit at all. Like completely smoked off. There's nothing that they can do. And CT smoked off, so any rotations have to come and they have to push the smoke. You can come close cactus, you can push into construction and flank them. You get the bomb down basically. The bomb plant is good so that anyone who's going middle and flanking through arch, they can clutch from CT spawn. You can clutch it from banana. If you just sit here, you can kill the diffuser from here. You can sit in CT spawn, kill the diffuser from here. Or you can come around and take delayed garden control and get the smokes from there. So those are good smokes for B. Let's see. I'm just getting owned on Steam Friends at the moment. If you guys like, do you guys want to see the trajectory? I can show you the trajectories. It's fine. So this one is like this. This one is like how's it? It's like this. And oh, what the fuck? It's like this. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. And then the last one was like this. So those are pretty simple to set up. And then the spawn one is just boom, like that. Cool. So that's basically how you take B. Now, if you're a counter-terrorist and you're kind of defending, what you want to do basically is you want to basically try to save your smokes and flashes as long as possible. You want to wait until you know the enemy's executing the strat. That's when you want to basically throw your smoke down. So let's say the terrorist side is throwing smokes over B, and they throw smokes here and spawn in coils, whatever. That's when you want to throw a smoke down at the entrance. That's when they want to push through the smokes. That's when their smokes are up. If you smoke at this exact time, that means that they either have to push through your smoke, which is a massive disadvantage for them, or they have to wait your smoke out, in which case their smokes are wasted. So it's good to wait and basically have them waste their nades. Now, let's say you don't have a smoke and they're pushing through and they're throwing their smokes and flashes. You want to basically get flashes that land in their eyes. So flashes that's going to go in their eyes anywhere in this this location here is good. So you can throw that from oranges, you can throw it like this, you can throw it from tri-box like this, you can throw a flash if you're in garden like this. That'll work. From oranges, you can do it like this should work. So that's pretty good. Anything like this even, that'll get them. So any of those variations. You can even do flashes like this. Oh, sorry, not like that. Like this. So, I mean, there's always something to do. Like, you're never going to be stuck. There's always a way that you can do a flash. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to try to get flashes that go in front of their eyes so that you can just kind of... They're running across blind and you're just shooting them as they're crossing. As for B defense, I mean, you just have to kind of anticipate when the enemy's going to actually come. You need to land a good flash. You want to get... Basically, your goal is to get 1 or 2 entries and then stay alive as long enough as possible so that your teammates can come and rotate and kind of clean up for you. Seal, what team are you playing for? I'm playing for I by Power. What position do I play? On counter-terror side, I actually play B. I hold B on the CT side. More smithy recipes? Not sure. That geometry, though. Tips for aiming and spraying the M4. I can't. I mean, I don't know what tips I'm going to send you. Okay. Some people asked smokes to A. So, there's a lot of variety here, so I'll just show you. Quick smoke I do for right side mid, a quick smoke that I do for left side mid.
Throwing smoke.
So that's going to be 100%, and that's also going to be 100%. So you can always do the smokes from back here, and then that will allow you to do a flash. Oh shit, not like that. Whoops. Where is it? Like this. With flashes middle, though, it's a bit tricky, because if you throw a flash here to blind anyone who's under like these pillars or peeking from this angle, it's not going to blind anyone who's playing from cubby, it's not going to blind anyone who's playing this tight angle, right? So you need to throw, basically, you need to isolate one of the sides, that's for sure. So you want to say, if you want to go port side, you want to smoke off arch, you get a flash that's going to get anyone over here, and then you throw another flash that's going to get anyone who's on top of the roof or there. One of the ways you can do it is by throwing a flash, I believe it's like this. No. Yeah, I mean, that should work for anyone on the roof and anyone over here. But you want to get a second flash off. A common one is like this. How is it thrown? It's like that. There we are. So that's a good flash. It gets anyone who's out here as well. So you can use that to basically get yourselves up mid. But if, let's say you already have mid controlled, you want to throw smokes that go into spawn arch. I think, how do I do it? I think it's like this for city spawn. I haven't thrown in ages, dude. I completely forgot how. Does it line up with this AC and then, what is it, aim here? I'm just guessing, dude. Okay, that's it. So that's a good one for into arch. You need to find one for library. I'm not entirely sure how to do one for library. One for moto, I was throwing like
Laying down
this,
smoke.
but there's different lineups that you can do for it. So I like using that one just on the fly, kind of. The one for truck, I don't remember how to do. The one for pit that I throw is I line up with this, I aim up in the sky,
Smoke.
and that's gonna go for pit. So that's a pretty nice one. This basically lets you come up porch side without getting shot. And if you have a second one in the truck, it allows you to do like different strats. You can go out apartments, you can go up porch side, you can come up arch side and wrap. So that's a very good smoke that you can throw. Otherwise, flashes for A. So when you're actually going A, the same thing with going up mid. You're not going to have one flash that gets everything. You need to have multiple flashes, and you want to stagger them. Same thing at B. Like at B, you want to have your setup flash that goes here, and then your like real flashes that are going on the roof. You're going to do something similar like that at A. So you can do sight flashes, which are good. I think they're just as something as basic as that. So off the wall, it's going to bounce. It's going to go into sight. That's pretty good. So that's good for sight, but you also want to get people who are in pit. So I think a flash like this is pretty good at, I don't know, maybe that's too deep. You want to get a flash that's going to get anyone who's peeking this angle. Like this is a very, very good spot for counter terrorists to hold, and basically they're going to mow down any enemies coming out of apartments. So you want to make sure that they're disabled. I know that flashing
Throwing
from
flashbang.
like here should get them. Other flashes you can do, I know that this worked in Source. I don't know how good it is in this game. Basically, it explodes up here, blinds anyone who's peeking from sight, and big haystack. And it should also get people who are on balcony looking at like this angle, so it explodes over there. So that's not too bad of a flash either. Now, same thing at Arch. What you could do are like nade sack cubby. You can flash cubby on your way up, or you can throw a flash for moto like that. Try to get it as deep as possible, really, but you will have to turn, I believe. What else is good? Flashing pit, just like that, just general. That should get anyone who's kind of peeking at this angle or from like over here. What do you recommend for new players learning the game? Learn the maps, learn how to communicate and play as a team player, and deathmatch to get your familiar with like your mouse, your sensitivity, aiming, your spray control, all that shit. What team did I play for in Source? I played with Dynamic, MTW, Torx, Check 6. Smoke mid again for A. What, like this?
Throwing smoke.
Or this?
Laying down smoke.
So you have either side of mid. I know this smoke, I line it up with that, and then I aim at the corner of
Throwing smoke.
that, whatever the fuck you call it. So that's good for there. And then moto, I just came kind of into middle. I aimed at this height above this chimney, so it creates like a right angle, I guess, and then I just throw it. And then pit, I threw by going here and then aiming up at this thing and in the middle.
Smoke.
So that's gonna go and it's gonna get pit. Just gonna block off pit. Iwa Power, do I think Iwa Power is the number one in any team? I don't think it, it's a fact. Cover movement and shooting. What about the smoke that covers mid and boiler? You wanna cover mid and boiler? Like here? Don't know, dude. Usually you just have a teammate in boiler like this. I don't know, like if you have a smoke here, I don't know why you'd need a smoke off boiler. You just have someone sit here and watch the smoke. Like you shouldn't be just going straight at mid without having apartment control. That's, I don't know, that's just weird. Usually you just want to take apartments and then you can go mid. Smoke to block sight from pit to apartments. Sight from pit to apartments. Oh, you can do one in the truck. I don't know how to do it though. My teammates throw it. So I don't know how to do that. And something else you could do is try throwing a smoke. I guess just like
Laying down
this.
smoke.
I mean, that can work. And then with that smoke up, you can kind of just jump out apartments and kill anyone porch if you're jumping out behind them. But I mean, meh. Other things you could try doing is like you can throw smoke from here to get pit. So I mean that works as well if you just want to throw it from apartments. You can throw flashes to get yourself out of apartments. I think it's just something simple like this. So that works. That'll get anyone who's peeking from sight. Can you smoke pit to sight to apartments to B? What's the pot flash to take pit from porch? Don't know, dude. To take pit from porch. You can throw a flash, I guess like that. Or over this thing.
Throwing flashbang.
I don't know, dude. You just have to throw a multitude of flashes. Like, there's no one flash that's gonna get everything in pit. You just have to kind of throw 2 flashes. I type no clip in console, flee or glee. And I have a bind to alt, so I can just press alt and then I just fly around. Smoke from CT to banana. I actually don't know that. They throw it something like you'll be in spawn and then they throw it like this or something, but I've never thrown it in my life. Oh my god. Something like that, I guess. Alright, 10-man time, boys. Yep.
So
Chillin'.
we need a couple if you can get anyone. I've exhausted my players.
We got
We need +2?
4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8. Yeah, we need 2. We got
Yeah.
9. We got 9. Peter's here.
Okay, Miniker, Shroud.
We have Minicur.
Shroud?
Ask him.
He's snooze, I think. No, he's
Oh,
dead.
he's online. Warden, or is one and done?
Warden's going to sleep.
Yeah, Shroud's in. I'll give him the info.
I got it.
You got it?
Unless you already have it. Yeah. I said it to him.
Okay. So I will, I'll highlight that and I'll upload that shit to YouTube so you guys can see that again.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo,
How's everyone doing?
chillin'.
Swell.
How come I play with the gun on my left side? I enjoy it that way. No other reason.
Dude, can you not play Illy? You lagging?
No.
I'm just gonna run a quick commercial while we
Colorado?
kind of figure out what's going on with
Why?
these 10-man
Why can't you
boys.
just play Texas?
For like dog shit.
What?
Feels like dog shit.